This is a national CFO training video that deals with pass interference. There are a variety of plays that will hopefully help with interpretations of defensive and offensive pass interference and the rules associated with these types of plays. Watch the middle of the field deep on this particular play. This is a correct call for defensive pass interference for both early contact and not playing the ball. You see the back judge's position. The back judge needs to get deeper on this and get a 45-degree angle so he can better see this contact. Again, a correct call for defensive pass interference. Back judge, get deeper. Watch the top of the screen deep, the receiver at the top of the screen. You're going to see the defensive player push the receiver just before the ball gets there, right there. You'll see a better shot on the replay. This is a correct call for defensive pass interference. The side judge has good angle on this. Back judge, I'm not certain that you have a good shot at this. Right there you can see the receiver displaced. A correct call for defensive pass interference. The ball is clearly catchable in this play. Watch the upper hash mark, and the receiver in the white jersey actually turns into a defender right there by the gold first down line. I have this as a correct no call for offensive pass interference. The receiver goes over the back and actually has a hand on the defender's back and actually turns the defender, but the turn occurs after the ball is touched. It is a correct no call. One of the main purposes for this cut is to remind everyone that offensive and defensive restrictions are the same for both the offensive and defensive player. The only difference for the offense is their restriction begins at the time of the snap. Watch the receiver at the top of the screen down the sideline. The defender in the white jersey, you're going to see an arm grab of the inside arm of the receiver, making him a one-arm receiver. You can see it a little bit right there. You see him release it. The final shot, which you'll see here, there it is right there. You see the receiver being turned, a correct call for defensive pass interference, and the ball is catchable in this scenario. Please look at this play not only from the contact that is pass interference, but whether or not the ball is catchable. This pass admittedly is underthrown. However, this pass is catchable. Part of the reason that you may question the catchability of the pass is caused by the contact of the defender. There's an arm grab and also not playing the ball. So he pushes the receiver out of the path of the ball. This pass is catchable all the way and is defensive pass interference. This is a correct call for defensive pass interference. You'll notice the defender does look back for the ball, but I want you to watch his left arm and what that arm does. Don't get caught in the trap of him simply turning back. You can see his left arm extending and pushing the receiver out of the path right there. So looking back for the ball can excuse a lot, but does not excuse this type of contact. Watch the bottom of the screen. Defensive holding is going to be called on this play, and it is a correct call. Take a look at the end zone shot, especially the slow motion version, and you will see that the receiver is grabbed by the defender prior to the ball being in the air. This will show it best. You'll see him cut the corner right there. You see the receiver turned and the ball thrown significantly out of bounds. The quarterback is clearly throwing this away. However, the reason he's throwing it away is that receiver's been taken out of the play early before the ball's in the air. Therefore, defensive holding is the appropriate call in this case. This is an interesting play, especially from a rule standpoint. The first pass is being ruled forward, which I believe to be correct. The second flag is for defensive pass interference. That is also correct. Let's take a look at the play from this angle. This will show you the DPI contact right there, which is a correct call. Let's remember, though, that since this is now become an illegal forward pass, since the first pass was ruled forward, there can be no defensive pass interference. Therefore, the flag needs to be picked up for defensive pass interference, and the only foul that is enforced would be the second pass, which is illegal, and is enforced from the spot of that pass, a 5-yard penalty, plus the down does count, as it is the second forward pass of this play. Watch the top of the screen. This is a correct call for defensive pass interference. The defender does look back as if he's playing the ball, but there is early contact, and he does not turn back until he commits the foul. Right here, you'll see it. There's the push, and now he turns back. Correct call for defensive pass interference. On another subject, this call needs to be made whether or not the pass is caught. If we pass on this call and now we have a foul against the other team, we've created a disadvantage. This needs to be called regardless of whether the pass is complete or not. Again, a timing play. I have a correct call for a defensive hold. Watch the slow motion and still shot. The foul definitely occurs before the ball is in the air, causing it to be a defensive hold. You're going to see the receiver turned just enough that it impedes his progress. A correct call for defensive holding. You'll see it right here. At this point, there's a still. Let's let the play go. You see the turn right there on number 15. This is a correct call for defensive holding. You've seen some plays that include defensive holding. That's why these are critical to this video on defensive pass interference. The key is timing. On this play, defensive holding is called. This is defensive pass interference. The contact is sufficient for impedance, but it also occurs after the ball has been released by the quarterback. This is critical because, as we know, defensive pass interference, which is the contact occurs less than 15 yards downfield, is a spot foul. In this case, we're probably going to end up in the same spot. However, it is critical to get the correct timing. You also saw a correct call in this clip for hands to the face. We hope this video has been of benefit to you in your officiating endeavors. Good luck the rest of the way.